Hi, I'm Heather from booktubes, and today is a 24 and 24 vlog. So today, surprising no one, my house is a disaster and I need to clean and clean and clean and clean. I have a little bit of a weird day, so I have the house to myself for the next like 2 hours or so, but then I'm going to have my kids and a bonus kid home. Yeah, so it's gonna be a little bit hectic, but it will be fine. It will be fine. Am I regretting my choices to make 24 of these vlogs this year? Maybe. Maybe. But at the same time, again, like I get a lot of stuff done simply by virtue of making these vlogs. So like it's not like I want to clean my house without them and all of that, but I don't know. There's stuff that I do for them. So today I know for my TBR I'm going to start The Lady of Istock, which is The Queen's Red Guard #2 by Isabel Almo. And I'm really excited about this. It's been a year since I read the first one, and this one follows one of the guards of the Queen in the first book, and she is nobility in her own right, and she is going to be sailing on a armada, I think, type thing to get back to her kingdom, and I think she has a romance with the commander of the armada, and she has a pretty significant scar on her face, and she is a warrior, and there's gonna be a lot of misogyny but she will overcome. So I'm excited to start that at some point, and I don't know what else I'm going to do today besides clean my house. I have some possibilities, but honestly it's probably gonna be a lot of b-roll of hopefully things looking better than they did before we started. So yeah, just everything is a mess right now, everything, and you know there are days like that. So this is one of those days. So spend the day with me as I get stuff done. All right, good morning. It is the day that you're going to see this video, and I am doing the voiceover while being serenaded by power tools from the neighbor's yard. So if you hear that, what am I supposed to do? Nothing. There's always somebody doing something. So I started by resetting my bedroom, as you will see, because it's really nice to walk into one room in the house where everything will kind of stay how you left it, despite children being home and doing children-y things. So start out here. I know I've mentioned a couple times in other vlogs that I've been really inspired and motivated by TikTok Sunday resets and clean with me's because their videos are so short. A lot of times their editing is very chop chop chop, and that's a good way for the vlog to be a lot shorter which is sometimes my goal. So like this vlog started out with, I want to say 55 or 51 minutes of footage, and then you know I speed everything up, I chop it all up, do all that, and it works out. Okay, upstairs took an hour. It's really hot, I'm sweating, and there's not air conditioning up there, at least not right now, so I'm glad I went ahead and got that done first thing. I don't show my kids' rooms, and I'm also not doing them right this second, but believe they're messy, okay? But the rest of upstairs is set. We're done. We did it, except I haven't vacuumed or anything, but I have to carry that up there, so it's part of a different leg. Now I want to tidy the living room and dining room at least before the kids are here. I don't know what got spilled all over this kitchen, but something, it looks like cola had splattered all over it. So I got that cleaned up and then tidied everything around it as one does. If you live with kids or even another person, or maybe just yourself in a home with stairs, you know that things pile up at the bottom of the stairs and you're the only one that carries them up. So that had to be done. Living room reset from toys. This is a thing I saw on TikTok and I impulse bought it. It is a reusable hair roller for pet hair, and the videos that I saw, you know, were filled up with hair and it was really smooth, but you're gonna see me do like the cat perch on top, and you can see when there's a significant amount of pet hair, it's not picking it up, it's just pushing it around, and it is gathering it, but it wasn't doing a very good job of actually picking up excess cat hair. So I don't know if that was a me issue or a product issue, because it was the first time that I ever used it, so I'll let you know. And then my daughter wanted to do makeup in the morning. There was trash from a Lego set, so I mean, that's kind of the norm. My kids are done with school for the summer pretty early, so they're done next week. So I'm trying to film and enjoy the last few days of them being at school. And, I'm not really super hyped, but it will be fine. I thought I would show you a less than perfect version of Alla Turca. I love this song because of the 1995 BBC miniseries Pride and Prejudice, the best version, as we know. That song is played by the married Miss Bingley, so Mrs. Hurst, and they run around the ballroom at the ball at, what is Bingley's estate's name? I don't remember. But anyways, so I've loved it since then. My daughter says that it's from Bluey, and I'm not 100% sure if she's thinking of the right song or not. But I remember loving classical music that was in the Three Little Pigs cartoon when I was little. So I like having classical music in cartoons. It does give kids like a taste of it. I also grew up where the only music I was allowed to listen to was sacred or classical, so I went to a lot of symphony orchestra concerts and things like that. Those were the only types of concerts that we went to or participated in, so I don't know. Classical music, I feel like, has been more a part of my life than definitely most people my age by virtue of elimination. If you take out all other secular music options, obviously you're probably going to listen to what you have available to you. So there's that fun little evangelical fact for you. And then I made pasta salad, but I made it only with broccoli and Somerset sausage because the meat is what my son likes, and that's who I made the pasta salad for specifically. And then I really like broccoli in mine, so I just put all the broccoli pieces from his bowl into my bowl, and we have a win-win situation. If you have multiple people in your house and they all eat different things, you know how much dishes and different meals pile up. So I was happy to have that done. As you all know, I despise washing dishes. I don't know. I think it's trauma for when I was a child. I remember trying to scrub like steel pans that were not nonstick or anything with like cold dishwater. And let me tell you, as like a 7-year-old, it was an exercise in futility and really cemented my hate of the task. But moving on to something that I really like doing, one of my favorite parts about BookTube and content planning is that I've actually found a use for planners where I use it and I use my stickers and I fill it all out and I'm on top of things. Same thing with the reading journal. I have always been a stationary person, all of that, list maker, all the fun stuff, but never like really stayed on top of it or used it, or you had that frustration of buying a planner and it not really being super effective for you. So using it all for BookTube has been so much fun for me personally, because I like this stuff. This is something I really enjoy. So I'm so glad that in the last couple of years I've done the reading journal. Of course, I did the planner right from the beginning of the channel. And, I love my sticky note method. I think that it's perfection. But I'm really happy that I do my reading journal, and that is part of why I include so much of it in vlogs, because I love it. I'm proud of it. It makes me happy to see it, honestly. Like I've said many times, though, you do really have to stay on top of it if you're going to do something like this. So, you know, just if you are thinking about it, know that if you're not going to fill it out after basically every single book, this method is probably not a good option for you. I am thinking about doing some lives and some discussions. I don't have any scheduled, but I don't have any scheduled for like the next several months. And it's already been a few months since the last ones that I did. I haven't done a sit down discussion video. I haven't done any like reactionary videos, just because those are not planned, you know. Like if I'm gonna rant about something, it's gonna be something that I actually feel like ranting about, not some manufactured outrage for content. So I haven't had any of those. So I was thinking about doing some discussion videos about, you know, discourse that is constantly around, mostly people not being able to understand that other people might read differently than them. All right, it's 2 o'clock. I cleaned for 4 hours, cleaned, made lunch, and I just finished my reading journal. I need to do an everything shower. I need to do a face mask. I need to wash my daughter's hair and detangle it. But I'm done with housework for the day. Basically, I'll have the boys unload the dishwasher and then I'll reload it. But that's about it. I think I'm done on that one. I listened to a playlist that doesn't have Cowboy Carter or the Tortured Poets Department on it yet. Then I listened to Megan Thee Stallion's new freestyle that came out today. Then I listened to Cowboy Carter. Now I'm listening to the Tortured Poets Department. So all of that is going well. I think after I shower, I might read for a little bit. We'll see. Many hours later, reading and cat cuddling did occur. All right, children. I have a headache. I completed all the things that I told you about. I am laying in bed judging the Met Gala looks, and I love florals. So I'm thriving with this theme. I am gonna go watch The Circle with my husband. Oh, and I DNF'd Lady of Mystic. 4% in. I read the prologue in the first chapter. It's been a year and I can just let it go. I don't need to read the 640-page book and then the one after that and then the one after that and then the one after that. It's a me issue. Don't worry about it. Also, I've seen some things saying that like people's attention to the Met Gala instead of the genocide in Gaza, because you know they're escalating in Rafah right now because the goal is genocide. Like they're not going to stop, because the powers that be are not just turning a blind eye or enabling them. They are active participants. Like our government is an active participant. I've seen people being like, the reason why you have this genocide is because people are more willing to pay attention to things like the Met Gala. And no, it's not. Because the governments, the arms suppliers, the international law and courts and the UN and all that, none of them are interested in stopping it. They're all allowing it, not only allowing it, but facilitating it, actively doing it themselves. Israel is just their arm. So me, in my bedroom, on Twitter, like, yes, I'm going to continue to be an active participant in protesting and paying attention to and sharing and all of those things, the genocide that we're witnessing. But it's not because more people like me don't know about it or aren't paying enough attention that it's happening. It's happening because the governments want it to happen. And, you know, the more pressure we can put on them, is better than no pressure at all. That's all I know. Like, doing anything that you can is better than not doing it. The thing that frustrates me about that is the idea that us looking is enough to stop them. Like, that's all it would take. Like, they're not that committed to it. They're like a little kid that wants the cookie, but if you're looking at them, they won't grab it. It's very purposeful. They believe in their genocide. You have to have a lot of beliefs to justify that type of horrific violence to yourself. I just listened to the song by Malcolm Moore about the protests in Gaza and the genocide and everything, and that's really good. Hi, it's the next day. Migraine is migraining. My hubby brought me pasta salad because he's home and he is thinking I should eat, so good man. I'm going to do this update to close out the vlog, and then I'm going to climb back in that bed, press my eye against the pillow, and hope for death. Sweet, sweet release. It's fine. I will be doing approximately nothing today unless this migraine goes away. So that's that. 24 things in 24 hours. What'd I do? Let's get into it, shall we? Number 1, listen to Malcolm Moore's Hind Hall Free Palestine anthem about 50 times, so that was good. 2, listen to Meg's freestyle approximately 5 times. I'm a Meg stan, okay? If you like Meg, I like you. If you don't, I don't. Number 3, I DNF'd Lady of Istik, which is number 2 in the Queen's Red Guard by Isabel Almo, because I'm a quitter. I'm a quitter, okay? Not because it's bad, but because I just don't really want to read another couple thousand pages. Loved book 1, obviously didn't ever pick up the second book, and honestly can live without it. I can still recommend it. I don't feel the need to complete the series because I'm not a completionist, I'm a quitter, okay? Number 4, I used a spinner wheel to decide what my next read would be. The spinner wheel picked a subgenre wheel, so then I spun the subgenre wheel and I got dark romance for that, and for that I'm going to start Row by Dylan Page. Number 5, I reset my bedroom, which is a lovely feeling. Number 6, I cleaned the bathroom, also a lovely feeling, even though I live with too many people for it to stay that way for any significant amount of time. 7, vacuumed. Again, people, pets, it's constant. 8, reset common living areas. 9, clean the kitchen, the bane of my existence. 10, everything showered, shaved, exfoliated, conditioned, moisturized, all that stuff. Besides just getting clean, as one does. 11, detangled my daughter's hair for an hour. It is all the way down her back. It really needs cut. She doesn't want to cut it. It'll be fine. 12, watch The Circle with the hubby. The Circle this season, we're like big fans of The Circle. We've watched all the seasons. We really loved it when it first came out. That first season, we ended up loving people that we hated at the beginning. There have been, just like any other reality competition show, some seasons there's like more anti-blackness at play than other seasons. This one doesn't really seem to be that bad so far where I'm at. There's still some things that I'm like questionable. But yeah, the season's okay so far, but not great. It's not a standout, at least not yet. 13, Judge's Met Gala outfit says it's my right as a poor. 14, migrained. Honestly, at this point, I've had this migraine for like 16 hours. So obviously that plays into what I did or didn't do. That just 15, book cover album refresh. So I hadn't added book covers to my book cover album since like December, and I had a bunch that I was having to scroll through. So I added some that I know that I will be talking about again, so it's easier to find when I am editing my videos and all that stuff to insert the book covers. 16, did my reading journal. You gotta stay on top of the reading journal. If you have one like mine where you're updating stuff with every read and every DNF, you really don't want to have to be updating more than 1 or 2 things at a time. 3, 4, 5, it ends up being a lot of things to update, so I want to stay on top of that. So did that. Number 17, participate in the Amazing Readathon Discord, which, if you know me and my avoidance of answering things, notifications, and ignoring group chats, and just being like, ugh, I don't know, so overwhelmed by people, you know that is a tremendous effort for me personally. It's a lot right now, won't lie. Number 18, I tried the Chom Chom hair roller thing. I was not impressed by it, but I've been known to have a user error here and there, so we will give it more tries and I'll update you guys on how I feel about it as I continue to use it. 19, clean the play kitchen. 20, Monday Night Raw and ice cream is what we do on Monday nights for my family. Kids love it. Hubby loves it. I don't mind it. 21, I dusted a bunch of different areas. Didn't do like the whole house or anything, but progress is progress. 22, posted about Rafah and the escalation of the invasion there after they had indicated that they would agree to a ceasefire, which is evil. 23, took the day off laundry. No laundry was done, not a speck. 24, took the day off from cooking dinner. I made everyone eat pasta salad or sandwiches. A win is a win. Listen, a win is a win. You know, when there's always housework to be done, always something else to be done, always the same repetitive maintenance task to be done all the time for your entire life, it's good to be like, you know what? Permission to not do it today. That's a good thing. So those are the 24 things that I did in 24 hours for this round. Didn't try anything new. Didn't want to do makeup or hair because of the migraine. Didn't want to do an outfit because I just want to be in bed. And also I am out of makeup wipes because my daughter used the last one yesterday, so I need to buy that. Yeah, just honestly didn't want to do a lot of things because of the migraine, and that is perfectly fine. Taking care of yourself is a good thing to do, regardless of how that comes or how exciting that is for a video. So that's it. Those are the things I did for this round. Like I mentioned in the last one, there will be more of these in May because I will not be doing them in June because of the readathon. I'll be doing readathon vlogs. I'm just going to take it easy on myself with not doing the 24 and 24 vlogs. So that's it, but I will try and have more creative stuff in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.